we have the new Tom Ford quad today, Olive Smoke. And I have to say, just off the top, I really do like this, but it actually is less green than I thought it was going to be. So we'll get into it, but I just think it's interesting to share that it's actually more olive, more golden brown with some green compared to some of the other quads we've talked about that have like a true green nature. And in addition today, I have on a new Guerlain lip color, the Dolce & Gabbana mascara, and a new Merit balm. To start off, let's talk about the Flush Balm. This is from Merit. They came out with some new shades. This is Archival, which is a nice rosy shade. I really like this. I have it on my cheeks right now. I blended it in. It's perfect for a good rosy tone. I'm gonna just put a little extra on so you can see it built up a little bit. I really like the Merit blushes, the cream blushes. I think they're excellent, easy to use, and you can put them straight on your face. You can put them on with a brush and they sink in, look good all day, beautiful shade. So I really like Archival. I think it's a really nice shade. I think you can build it up, use it for a deeper skin tone, but I think for a light skin tone or a fair skin tone like mine, it works very, very well. I don't have any blush on. I don't have any highlighter on today because I'm not focusing on those things. So that's it. That's on my skin, and I think it's a great shade. I also have on my lips a new shade from Guerlain. Now, this is the one that came out for the new year. It's a Mystic Red 669, and the shade is unique. I'll explain. So this is the case. This is not the spring Guerlain. This is the new year. And there's a close-up as well. But the lipstick shade, it's a red, Mystic Red, but it has like two different shades in it. A deeper, more shimmery, deep, like almost mahogany red, and then a bright red. And it's really pretty on the lips. I don't have a lip liner on today. It hasn't started bleeding yet. I think it will bleed a little bit because it's very light and it's more silky than it is creamy. But like I said, there's like two formulas in it. I really like it. I think it's a really unique formula. It says it's a Eclat Satin, but it feels like there's two different things in here. I don't know. It says it's a Comfort 16-hour wear. Okay. Satin Radiance, high wear, 16-hour comfort. It has lily oleo extract in it. Maybe that's what I'm feeling. It's very comfortable. It has like a slickness to it that I actually really like, but I feel like it's gonna bleed. It hasn't yet, so we'll see. We'll see how it's doing. Then is the Dolce & Gabbana mascara. So there's already a Dolce & Gabbana mascara that looks exactly like this. I'm gonna show it to you in a minute. The Devotion line. And it has the exact same packaging, which I don't love because it's hard to tell which is the new one, which is the old one. You literally have to look at the bottom of it, and let's be honest, they make these things so tiny, you can hardly see. So that I don't love. The old one is called the Devotion Mascara Volume Extremo, and the new one is the Everfull High Definition Mascara. So the old one looked like this. It was like a twist cone shape, and it did work really well. I actually like it. Lengthens and gives a lot of definition to your lashes. The new one has a little bit of a curved lash. It's very thick. Almost like plasticky. Can't really explain the formula, but it's like a plasticky almost formula. And here's the brush. You'll see a close-up of it as well. But it's curved and it's got these tiny little combs on it. And I have to say, it got every single lash. Now, I need to use it a bunch more times because I also use the Swede Lift, which was the first time I was using that. But I feel like it has a similar effect. It lengthens and it does seem to lift the lashes. So, you know, I have to use it a bunch more times to really tell. But so far, I really like the formula and I like the brush. It is something you have to be careful with though, because it's got tiny little combs in it. It's like, it's not something you can just sort of brush quickly. I think it's more of a, you know, put it at your base of your lash and pull up. So I really like the effect that it gives. I like the formula, but I need to try it, you know, a lot more before I give my final thoughts. But I think for people who are looking for a lengthening mascara, this is a good one. Okay, to the star of the show today, the Tom Ford Olive Smoke. So this was listed on Cosbar under the cream formulas, but it does not say creme formula on the packaging. Nowhere on the actual compact itself, nor on the box. And when I look at the back of the creme formulas that I have, it says Eye Color Quad Creme. This just says Eye Color Quad. Numbers, everything else looks about the same. The packaging is a little bit different. It says it's a 12-month shelf life, still made in Italy. Yeah, still the details. However, the packaging is different now. So here's an old one. Here's the Velour's Khaki. That's the creme formula. Can you see the difference between the packaging on the new one and the old one? One of the primary things is on the back of the new one, the Olive Smoke. The 4 shades are described as number 1 is a shimmer, number 2 is a shimmer, number 3 is a shimmer, and number 4 is a matte. So Tom Ford's never done that before. They've never had the formulas on the back of the packaging. So now it actually says that these are shimmers and that's a matte. I mean, that would have been pretty obvious when I used them, but again, they've never done that before. This is not the creme formula. However, it's a really good formula and I don't know how it's different than the other ones. I'm gonna have to like read through ingredients and see what I can find, but it is very pigmented and very shimmery. And it has a really good blending capacity. So I use this on my eyes today and I feel like I get a look that I got, you know, years ago when I was using Tom Ford quads. It's that good. It is extremely good. It is, like I said, it's a shimmery, luminescent, beautiful look, metallic almost. It doesn't have particles, it doesn't have pieces, it's not, you know, flaking. However, when I used it on my eyes, I did get fallout through here because I wasn't tapping off my brush because I didn't actually expect it to be so pigmented. Now, I have on my arm the comparisons to the Velour Khaki, which is right next to it. And then below is a quad that is very, very old. This is Sahara Haze, which does not exist anymore, but is one of my favorites from Tom Ford. It's one that I used to wear all the time. And it has more in common with the formula of the Sahara Haze than it does with the creme formula, with the Velour's Khaki. But what I would say is it's even different from that one. I think it's a new formula from another new formula from Tom Ford. You can see in the swatches how luminescent and opaque it is, and like how it has so much depth to it. All of the shades do. Even the matte is actually really nice and it goes on really well. The only thing I would say is there's not a super light shade. There's not a white or a bright yellow in it or something to make it a much lighter look. But again, it's olive smoke. So I think it's supposed to be a smoky eye. So that kind of makes some sense. But, you know, I couldn't find any negatives. It's really that good. And it is a different color story than the Velour's Khaki, because the Velour's Khaki is more green, like just definitely more green, like a a khaki green with that very light matte shade. This one has more browns and golds and more of a true olive. And then the matte shade is that deep, deep shade. So it's definitely more of a smoky eye look. I think the two complement each other. You could use them together if you wanted to, but I definitely think they're different enough you could own both. So I think, and the formulas are very different. Again, it's not the creme formula, but I think it's an excellent formula and I'm really enjoying it. I'm going to play around with it some more and get some more thoughts on it. I have the peach quad as well and I will do a video on that. If you have particular quads, quints, whatever you want me to compare it to, I'm happy to do that. But I can tell you right now, this might be one of my favorite quads that Tom Ford has done in recent years. Like, it's that good. I also happen to love the shades. So, you know, that definitely helps. But it's a beautiful quad. I mean, it went on really well. It stays on. I had no problems blending it. It's beautiful. The only thing I guess I would say is, you know, the colors aren't traditionally spring. In the US anyway, but again, not all parts of the world are experiencing spring as we experience it here in the US. So, you know, I would definitely pick this one up. This would be the one that I would buy. Again, I haven't tried the peach one yet, so I don't have thoughts on that. But if it's the same formula, then yes, I think it's, you know, a good choice. The Rouge G Mystic Red is a beautiful lipstick. If you like a shiny, glossy red, I definitely would pick it up. The Merit Balms, these are great. The Flush Balms, they're really good for a cream blush. I said I was going to have a cream blush video. It's coming. And the mascara, like I said, I have to play around with it some more, but I really like this. I think it's a really good lengthening mascara. The brush is more of that comb through brush, but because it has a curve to it, I like that. The formula is interesting. It's this it's almost rubbery, but I like it. I like it. And I'm wearing the Hydra Nude Foundation from Dior, which I've been wearing it for quite some time now. I haven't had any issues. I think it looks really good on the skin. I think it's a really good foundation. Again, it offers more coverage than I generally would use, but if you're somebody who's looking for foundation that has like a medium coverage, you could do light coverage too, but you can go to medium. I would pick that up if you have drier skin. I think it works extremely well. I don't have any, I have no notes. I have no bad notes. And then last but not least, for perfumes today, this is the Miss Dior Eau de Parfum. And I've had this actually for quite some time. These are available on Sephora and they're also available on the Dior site. And if you're somebody who likes a stick perfume, these are great. They're easy to travel with. You don't have to worry about, you know, a liquid in your purse. You just rub it on and you have your Miss Dior perfume. Miss Dior is not my favorite perfume. I think it's nice, but it's not, you know, it's not my favorite. But the Eau de Parfum is actually very nice on me. It literally looks like one of the, you know, attic lipsticks, if you will. It goes up like that, put it back in its case. And it works really well. It's a light floral on me. It has a little bit of sweetness, like a almost fruity floral. You know, it's not my favorite perfume, but if you're looking for something that is easy to wear and you like a fruity floral, I think this is a great choice. I really like solid perfumes. I used to have a whole bunch of them back in the day. They kind of went out of favor for a while and they seemingly are coming back in because I've noticed they're at Lush now. Dior has these. I've seen a few other brands like play around with the solid perfume idea. It is different. You're going to get a different experience than if you're using a spray, but I think especially for travel, it's a great idea. And the Miss Dior Eau de Parfum anyway, on me, I get a very sweet, fruity floral. It's not overwhelmingly floral. It's more fruity and it smells nice on me. Like I said, it's more of a everyday, easy to wear scent. It's not particularly complicated, but I think a lot of people will like it. I think if you like fruity scents, I think you'll really enjoy it. And the solid perfume idea, I think that's a winner if you're traveling, especially. So that is it for today. I'd love to hear your thoughts. And if you have any questions or need any more information about the olive smoke, let me know. I'll keep playing with it. And this is not the only time you're going to see it over the next couple of months. So thanks so much for joining me today, guys. I really do appreciate it. And I hope to see you in another video really soon.